Okay, A2 students, this is notes for 3-2, Unit 3, Lesson 2, and this is triangle problems. So this is taking all those vocabs and definitions and types of triangles that we looked at last lesson and kind of using those to do more difficult problems. So facts that you should know or things that you want to be memorizing is that the three interior, again, inside angles of a triangle will always total that 180 degrees, as it says in that picture, versus keeping that different, keeping that separate from the three sides of a triangle totaling to the perimeter, which is not going to be 180. I mean, no, it's not. The perimeter is going to change depending on, what the problem says. So then, remember last lesson we talked about the different names of triangles based on sides versus angles. So when we were talking about scalene, isosceles, and equilateral, those are ones you're going to want to have memorized. So remember, a scalene triangle has no equal sides and no equal angles. I'm going to use some abbreviation here. Our isosceles triangle has two equal sides or two congruent angles. And equilateral has three equal or congruent sides and three equal or congruent angles. So the names that are based on angles are this acute, obtuse, and right, and those are talking about the kinds of angles inside those triangles. So remember, an acute triangle simply means, let's go red. An acute triangle means that there are three acute angles. We don't need to spell out angles. And again, that means less than 90. When we're talking about an obtuse triangle, that means that there is one obtuse angle and usually two acute angles. And a right triangle simply means that there is just one right angle. One right angle, one angle that is equal to 90 degrees, meaning that the other two would be acute angles. So those are those names that we talked about in the last lesson. So we're going to use those to look at some examples moving forward.